So what I have to do, I mean, by getting all this feedback I'm getting, okay, I can see we need some more basic understanding of this. I mean, you have to start with this whole probability concept and inverse or reciprocal. Either one is good enough. Um, we have to go one step back, so to say, and start with those real basics, right? What I set up here was roll the dice example. Okay, so we got this ideal sample space, right? It is this was originated, that was found by Laplace, mathematician. Or he defined it. He said, okay, let's assume we have a certain amount of possible outcomes, and they are evenly distributed. All the chances are the same. So if you have n outcomes, every single occurrence is 1 divided by n. And this is in case of a one die, you have 6 outcomes, so every probability is 1/6. For a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6, which is still an ideal, in an ideal world. It is not the truth if you have one real die in your hand. It may be, either you have an intention to roll something, or it might be cooked. So you have other outcomes, and you have someone, you roll it out of your hand, or you take a cup. So maybe, and I saw people doing this. They knew how to roll certain numbers from the cup as well, because they tried to study what they have to do, because they hold it in their hand and they have chances to have to take to have an impact there, or to influence, and they just need to slightly move the chances in their favor to have a winning margin over anyone. But we're in an ideal world, and you have to spot this difference, of course, which is at some point it has to be mentioned, but maybe it's obvious by intuition. But there is this ideal world where you play roulette, or you have those cards and you have chances. In poker it may be different, or all those kind of games where you also have a skill factor in it. But how the distribution of the cards is so to say, it's whatever. So you have some those kind of predictable, but it's not predictable in this sense, but it's fixed chances, probabilities. They can be calculated, at least, let's say that. And there is football or sports or anything where you try to calculate it, or people do, or the bookies setting up the prices, they try to make a calculation, but they can't be too sure, right? I mean, either you have this bribing where you get fixed matches or things like that, when everything goes differently. But even if a very fair match like Arsenal, Chelsea, Arsenal, or no, who had been playing, and you have you have a distribution of chances which you cannot really, no one can really exactly calculate it. It's so there is a chance to beat the bookies, of course, because no one knows if you do this any better, which I'm trying to do, and all my life, you could say. But there is a chance, because there are no easy. You can't calculate them exactly, the chances. And but here we assume there are those chances of 1/6. So I set up, just to make those basics a bit better to understand. Roll a 6, roll an even number bigger than 4. You have those percentages. Roll an even number, of course, 50% bigger than 4. That's 5 and 6. That's 1/3. And you have a true price, which is the inverse or reciprocal of that. I might use either term in the future. 6.0 is a true price to roll a 6. So if you would do this endlessly, you would end up even. You roll a dice. Okay, I give you 6 times your money. bet for 10 euro, you get 60 if you win. In the long run, we will be even. So this is why bookies take their percentage, their winning margin. In football, it's different because they don't know the probabilities. Here we assume we know the probabilities, which is still not quite the case. I actually live to see if you want some when they bet for 1,000 German marks, it was then odd or even, two players in a cafe, and then someone and a referee had to roll the die, this one die, and it ended up under the heating. And now before they looked it up, they decided, okay, we're gonna re-roll it because they wouldn't know if it would be cooked or if there would be some kind of discussions. But you can still have those discussions because he said, well, that was a 2, so I won it, whatever it is. But anyway, it is there are different outcomes, or other than those 100% here. Which would be ideal. Still, bookie, easy work here. Take 5% off and pay out this because he wants to make some money. He wants to run a business, and he's trying to entertain you, and he's having a service as well. So you want to go there and bet a little bit and have your fun and watch some TV maybe. And so he's doing a service. So he wants to earn some money. This is what this business is based on. So there's a probability, there's a true price, and there's the bookie's price, which is below the true price. And now I was assuming we bet 100 euro just to make a simulation, just to do, this might be enough already, but we run a simulation, we have 100 euro per unit. We have 3 bets each time, so 300 euro we're betting because we roll a 6, roll an even number bigger than 4, which are not contradicting, because in case you roll a 6, you have 6, 1, even number 1, bigger than 4, 1. This is actually what people sometimes do when they play roulette. They bet all kind of chances. Maybe they try that they are not contradicting, but maybe sometimes they don't even care. But of course, it's the safest way to losing money if you make this kind of bets and bet like with virtually every number. If you bet 35 numbers, you can be pretty sure to lose every single time it's gonna roll the ball. Anyway, so now what we did was we made those 3 bets, which are not fully contradicting. Still would be a silly thing to do, especially if you know those bookies' prices. But what happens now? In a simulation, I make a random number. This is turned into. You can look up those formulas if you wish to set up yourself. It's pretty simple, right? And if I enter a different figure here, we bet like 10 euros. We want to save a bit of money. Because the smaller you make the bets, the less you're gonna lose. And so we bet 10 euro only. Anyway, what it comes up to is, in the end, this is negative because we bet this, we get paid out this, so we lost this. But I can start a new simulation, so to say, with command equal sign, and maybe we'll win at some point, right? We won the second time I tried it, we won. So next time we won again. So we lost, we won again. We lost. 750. No, we won again. So you see, it's not even that hard in 100 simulations to beat the bookie. You can still end up winning. Now it was quite a while until we lost 10 times, 12 times in a row. We lost in a sample of 100 dice to be rolled. But anyway, that's pseudo random numbers. So, but whatever that means. And you see, we lose from time. We win from time to time, but more often we lose, and we lose a bigger amount of money usually. In the end, it will be 5% losses. Anyway, this is what this business is based on. Have those probabilities. You can turn it into a true price, and usually the bookie price is intended to be below the true price. So, but if I said in the other video that is the least price you need, that would be the least probability. I could do this, calculate this here as well. Assume we do not know those chances. This is calculation that the bookie made. So in case we wouldn't know this, and no one knew the chance, then we needed this probability of 17.54% at least. I mean, we say we know the chance is 16.67%. But if it were 17.54% exactly, and if we didn't know this, and maybe he calculated this and we calculated this, then this is our break-even point. If the chance were 17.54%, then we were already even. I mean, I could rerun the simulation here and calculate all those figures on basis of this bookie's price to reverse it and assume this were the probability, so this were the true price instead, then we would end up even. Here we're losing, and I try once again, so now you see every third time maybe we are winning. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you can take something from that, and thumbs up, like it, I'll be back. Thanks and bye.